Hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce you to ThothTrader Panel. This is a panel that I have developed based on a lot of time in the market, more than 5 years. And of course, I got humbled so many times as much as everybody else. And I have developed this panel to protect myself and to protect other people who would be willing to invest in a panel like this, um, to help them guard their capital and not fall into the trap of oversizing or over risking their capital. And it gets you some sort of convenience, um, with placing your orders, calculating your risk, and managing the ongoing positions. So let's have a quick look on how this works. First of all, we have the normal buy and sell button. And if we tried to place an order here and we got a message that trade is blocked because of what? Because the liquidation would be 6 ATRs away. Okay, so we are oversizing here, and the default distance for liquidation from your price level is 10. So if you oversize and you try to place the order, it will block you from the first place. So it won't happen, because many times some traders fall into this trap. I know it's a very beginner problem, but sometimes it happens, believe it or not. So we have to block it from happening in the first place. Okay, so we get this message, and then now we have a solution for this, is to use the recommended size. This is a button that if you press, it will be activated. So it gets you the recommended size here. Okay, you can add a little bit more if you like, or even disable it and start increasing your lot size as much as you think it is good for you. Okay, now here is, let's start with this lot size, and we try to place a sell here. Okay, we get this message again. Oh, let's go with the normal lot calculator, size calculator, just to get into a good type of risk. Okay, so now we placed our order. As you can see, we have here the break-even price, and this break-even price, if we have multiple orders at different levels, it gets adjusted to give you the average price of all of them. And we're gonna see this later. And we automatically have the stop loss calculating how much we're going to lose and how much percentage we are going to lose from our equity, as well as how much we are going to win and what is our RRR and how much risk, how much percentage profit of our equity. So it's very important information to know beforehand, before we go into a trade, just to better define how much we are risking, because some people like to keep the risk at 2%. for example. So you can move until you get 2% risk. Okay, or some people like to keep it 1% even. And we see when we change the stop loss here, this is automatically giving giving us our new risk reward ratio. So here in this case, 1 to 10. And if we scale down the chart a little, we see also the risk threshold. I would think of this line as a guard. It's just 10 ATRs from break even, just to tell you that you're entering into the risky waters. Okay, so you have until this line is drawn just for you to be aware that you are risking too much. If you are in a position and you are kind of stubborn that you don't want to get out of it, and you want to you want to leave it in the hope of getting profitable somehow. So this line is always there to remind you that you are getting into the danger zone. Okay, but we still have a lot of buffer until liquidation. We have a lot of buffer until liquidation, but this zone still is the normal risk area that, I mean, it will suit even the most risky profiles of traders, as far as I experience it with myself and with other traders. So this buffer zone is there to protect your capital. You don't want to go into this zone. You just want to keep all of your trades within this zone. Your stop losses within this zone. Okay. So here we can change our stop loss, and we can also change our take profit. Okay. And we can also add to our position from here. We can add 50%, but in this case, we have the minimum. So if we add 50%, it will add at the minimum lot size. But if we add 100%, it will add double the lot size. And you have to notice here that the break even is between the two orders now. So it calculates the average price correctly for you. So now if you remove the stop loss up a bit, you are going to see the total estimated loss is adjusting for all the stop losses that you're having. And the same goes for the take profits. If you get the take profit, if you move it, it gets adjusted to the percentage of profit you're going to have from this trade, and the RRR accumulating all the profits if they are het in place. So, and as we can see here now, we are risking the area between the risk threshold and the liquidation is getting a little closer. And this means we are still in the safe zone, but liquidation is getting closer to us. So we always want the liquidation to be far away as much as possible from our risk threshold. Think of the risk threshold as maybe a daily loss limit, a weekly loss limit. It depends on your strategy, of course. So now we have multiple trades open. We can flatten all, and we can make buy trade now. Sometimes people like to hedge, right? So if you want to hedge 80%, you're buying the minimum, so it's gonna tell you hedge 80% skipped because net position is already minimum lot size. So here we can only fully hedge. And if we fully hedge, the stop losses gets removed because there is no logic that tells you that you have to keep the stop loss when you're hedging unless you know some levels that you want to take care of, and yeah, but in most cases stop losses in a fully hedged position is not something that everybody, the people who hedge fully do. Okay. So here we have a button to close the hedged position only. Okay. So it will close. We initially bought. We initially had a buy position, and then we closed the hedges which were a sell position, right? Okay, now we can also do a smart trail. This smart trail is a dynamic trailing system that follows the price and keeps trailing with a type of market regime detection based on the calculation of ADX indicator. And also it takes into consideration the ATR measurement. So it's a very reasonable trailing system that you can use and you can rely on in most cases. In most cases, it doesn't mean in all cases, of course. So if you are the type of trader who uses the trading system, it is there for you. If you like it, you can rely on it, and I think it will be very helpful to you, and it's also configurable from here. You can know if the ADX is bigger than 25, it's trending, so it's going to calculate the ATR measurement for you in a different way so that the stop loss is not too tight and it's not too loose either. Okay, so here we go. Now we are activating the smart trail. It will be activated all the way until either the stop loss is hit or the take profit. And in this case, you can you can just leave the screen, go away, forget about the trade, and just wait for one of the two outcomes. And what if we want just to, as you can see, the trail keeps moving up with the price now. If the price keeps moving up, it will follow, it will chase. Maybe on the smaller time frame we can see better. Okay. And that's it for the smart trailing system. Okay. We can reverse the trade, right? We were in a buy position, now we're in a sell position. And the smart trail is still on. Why? You have to turn it off. And as you can see, we have reversed, gives us it automatically also put the stop loss and the take profit without um, and without you having to put it yourself. And you can actually shift down. If you press shift down or shift up, it will move your stop loss with steps like that. (1.5 ATR step). Okay. And you can also set a daily loss limit here. This will block you from trading after 3% loss of capital. And this 3% is actually configurable also from the inputs of the EA expert. Okay. So here also we have some line that says to us the liquidation is 62 ATRs away from our price, and it's also 46%, and the maximum add lots, this is recommendation, this is just a recommendation if we should add or not. So here, if I have much more equity than this, it will reflect maybe 1 or 2 nanolots with this. Okay. So we can flatten all the, and we also have the zone sell and the zone buy orders, and those are very interesting ideas. Sometimes when you buy or sell in one single order, it is not the most wise thing to do. So those are like type of 3 orders that gets placed in the same time. And yeah, you guessed that. Their stop losses and the big profits are also placed, and they are 1.5 ADR away from the current price. Okay, and each one of them is 1.5 ADR from the other. Okay, and this mechanism is good for entering the market rather than the normal buy or sell, because most of the time the buying the absolute top or the absolute bottom is something that is unrealistic. So this is a technique that you can rely on to get you in the market in a good price. Okay, and you can actually shift them down, shift them up. Maybe one of them gets executed if you keep shifting them down. Here, for example. Okay. So flatten will remove all the pending orders on the screen. Okay. what else we have? We also, as we said, we have history button. This history button actually shows you the historical trades that you already did before. Okay, you can deactivate it in a single click. And here is a very nice, interesting context menu. If you press right click, it will appear to you at any price, right? And you can set an alert. You can move it. And you can remove it as well. And also you can buy limits. This is something like a risk-reward ratio measurement before you even enter anything. It's like a conceptual order that you have to confirm in order for it to get placed as a pending order. So this is not a pending order at even. It's not a pending order. It's just a preview for a pending order, right? And it gets you the 1 to 3, the 1 to 3 risk reward ratio by default. It gets you the estimated loss and how much you will lose of percentage wise from your equity if you lost, and then if you confirm buy, it will get placed. And you can also because this is a buy stop, right? So it has to be above the current price. Okay, so we can flatten and remove all of this, and we can also buy the limit here. And the limit you can anywhere on the screen. And take you can notice this is showing you now it's executed, the trade is executed, and order placed, take profit, stop loss. So this is a status line. All good. So this is a convenient context menu that many of MetaTrader 5 users will find useful. And what a very important thing that I forgot to mention is when you have multiple orders like that, and their stop losses are maybe something like this, okay? And you want the stop loss orders for all of them to be at one level, okay? You can just press right click and set stop loss for all. And this brings all the stop loss orders for your positions, your current positions, to the level that you indicated. All right. So this is a very convenient function that you can use and will help you organize your trading. So that's about it. I hope you guys liked the ThothTrader panel, and let me know if you have any feedback about it that I can develop further and batch into the next updates. Thank you guys. Take care.